What? Come on, man.
Can you check on Tim's chicken?
You can't. You're out of focus. You're out of focus.
Tim's chicken set for 25 minutes, but just keep your eye on it. If it took longer, it'll be fine.
It is funny that like the most expensive pants that I own are like Lululemon pants.
Yeah.
So
I don't take them off. I bought them for tour, wore them for a whole tour, and then never took them off. Like they're too comfortable. I don't want to put jeans on ever again. I'd wear them on stage.
Yeah, I've been wearing the fucking. You got to wear the sweats though.
Yeah,
fucking tight jeans, man. I'm too old to wear tight jeans everywhere.
Yeah, shit's sagging.
I'll wear it when it's necessary. When it's absolutely necessary. Anyways, welcome back to the podcast. All right.
Hello from Midland, Michigan.
We're in Midland. We're in the world's grossest Airbnb. We thought it was good, and then you look a little closer, and it's a little bit gross.
Yeah, there's leaking roof, sagging floors, no fucking oven mitt, like no floor mat.
Triggered. There was a can opener, though. I was pretty happy about that. I took the gamble, bought some tuna, and was like, I hope there's a fucking can opener there. And there was.
Yeah, but it's out in the forest. There's like turkeys walking by and deer, and pretty good location actually, all things considered.
It's not the worst thing.
No.
I mean, we got a big ass house. I mean, if you're on the Patreon, you've seen the tour. I think I did a tour. Yeah, I did a tour on the Patreon.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice house, except for all the shit that's wrong with it.
It being shitty. Yeah. So yeah, we did. We arrived here successfully. We drove 3 10-hour drives to get here. It was pretty fast though. Weather was good, so the drive was easy. What was up with the? Tim was saying the oil was fucked today.
Oh yeah, so Tim brought the van in for an oil change today, and I guess the last oil change it would have had was in Kansas City because we went and got that barbecue. Yeah, like a year ago. Synthetic oil, so it's probably okay. And then the guy said the oil filter was put in incorrectly, so that there wouldn't have been any filtration occurring, that's not good, right? Dust gets in the oil, it can like fuck up your engine royally.
Bro.
And then the oil plug was like all chewed up, like they turned it with vice grips or something, like it's just rounded, so they can't get it off. So they redid that, and the air filter housing wasn't put back together. I actually managed an oil change shop when I was in university. That was like my nighttime job, like 4 to 9.
What's going on with your mic? You getting volume?
Is this the one from Vulcan with the fucking?
No, I think you got
the
volume.
switch. Should I be fucking talking into it like this?
Yeah, just turn up the gain a little bit. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. This fucking cable's kind of shit.
Is this the one you use on stage?
That's the one that I jiggle if I don't want to hit the high note. I just jiggle that and then. Oh, it might cut out. Oh, fuck that high note. Well, that sucks ass. Fucking idiots.
Yeah. I swear it's everything.
You can't find good help anywhere, man.
It's tough, man. The number of things that go sideways that you actually pay like a premium for, it's sad. It makes me wonder about airplanes. It's like, fuck. The guy can't put the oil filter back in. Like, what's going on at the hangar this afternoon? Like,
some random little Timmy is fucking trying to put the lug nuts on, and he's got the wrong size wrench. He's like,
had a fight with the wife in the morning. He's fucking, bit out of sorts. He forgets to put that rivet in. It's fucking curtains.
Plane goes down. God damn.
Bad omens.
Yeah. So that sucked. But I mean, at least the van didn't explode or anything. That would have been a very classic Striker moment. Would be to like be driving to the studio and the van explodes, and we're like, well, now what? Now we rent a car to get, like, that'd be fucking so shitty.
I know, caravans are pretty tough. Like, those old caravans run forever. The body would rust out. The engine would still run.
Yeah.
Like, it's just minor maintenance.
The company my dad worked for years, they had sales reps, and they would always buy Dodge Caravans because they were just, like, brick shit houses.
They haven't changed the platform. We had one like 95 when I was a kid. It's like the same van. They just put like plastic on it now instead of metal.
Yeah.
Like everything's identical. And the stow and go, which is nice. Which I'll be filling with car parts on the way back.
Allegedly.
Hope there's room.
Yeah, probably. Oh yeah, so when we got here Sunday, and then we started in the studio on Monday. So Monday we got into the studio and we met Josh for the first time. I mean, we talked to him on the phone and stuff, and but it's nice to meet someone in person. Instantly, super nice guy. Canadian. We get along great.
Yeah. Jets fan though.
He did say the Oilers were his favorite team
Oilers are his team
growing up.
So he's from Winnipeg.
Yeah.
Oilers are his favorite team.
It's like if you lived in Calgary, you'd be like, obviously the Oilers are the better team, but I'm in Calgary, so I guess I'll cheer for the fucking Flames.
Yeah, so good vibes in the studio. First day,
Yeah.
absolutely.
First day, first thing we did, pour over coffee. Josh is a big coffee head, so he's got like the pour over thing, the special equipment you need for that, like the fucking funnel and all that shit. And that is some good coffee. It's a lot better than I thought it would be. Because I was like, pour, because you guys were getting pour overs all the fucking time. And like on tour, making the fucking Starbucks barista.
Holding up the line at Starbucks for a blonde roast pour over, me and Adam, they just like see their eye twitch the minute you order it.
You're like, no, I'm going to need you to take 15 minutes with that, actually. They're like, oh, fuck.
It tastes better, I think, because like the
better.
water doesn't sit in the grounds for long. And then it's just like instant, like flash heat, like boiling water, and then it flows through. So you're not, there's like a, coffee nerd explanation.
It is way better.
And then it sits for like a minute or two and it like gets sweet. Like it tastes delicious. Yeah, that was awesome.
It's pretty good.
Just W's, all aspects of the studio so far.
W's all around.
Yeah.
My water.
Yes. What did we do the first day? Kind of reviewed the song order.
I think we went over the songs. Was that the day we were just kind of listening to shit? Like we were just kind of getting the vibe. Like Josh wanted to hear, what we like, what kind of shit we like what mixes we like, that kind of thing, just to get like a general vibe, which is a great idea because it's like he doesn't know us from fucking a hole in the wall, so it's good to get that stuff going.
Did some drums
first day. Did we set up the drum?
We dialed in some tones, didn't we, on the first day?
Yeah, right. Second half of the day, these guys are working back here, grinding.
Yeah,
but yeah, first. Second half of the day on Monday, we started with the drum tones, got it ready to go. Sounds fucking sick.
Yeah, so, I couldn't believe it.
John was just using the kit that he has, so it's like already mic'd up and everything. It's like perfect. That's exactly what I assume would be the best outcome is like if you go to a studio and he's already got the shit mic'd up, he's like, oh, this is still mic'd from the last record, and I dialed that one the fuck in. So
that's
it's like
the same kit, Jono's favorite kit. It's just a different color.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, it's just like another W.
Yeah. And then that allowed us to not haul a bunch of extra shit like drums down all the way to fucking Michigan.
Yeah, it's been like an unreal experience so far. This is my first like leave home, go to the studio. Usually we're recording with friends in Edmonton. Diego, shout out Diego, Nathan Kidd, homies. But yeah, this has been awesome. Like just be able to immerse yourself and you're 9 to 5 every day, or in our case like 10 to 8, 10 to 9 is go to the studio and shred and create art and work on your solos and kind of work together. It's been awesome.
Yeah, the vibes are pretty chill. No crazy rush, really. Like, I think everything's good. I mean, it was funny when Josh was like, like a lot of bands, they'll come in off of a tour or something, or in between tours, and they're like, they have like a couple song ideas written, and that's it, and then they need to flesh out a whole album. Whereas we came in with like a dump truck full of songs, and we're like, which ones do you think are cool? So I think we got a lot of time compared to what he's maybe used to working with, but sick.
Yeah.
Songs already sound sick. There isn't even bass, and it's like it sounds insane. Once we get the bass in there, it's going to be going boop 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 boop.
That booty bass in there.
Shred.
Let's go.
Yeah. So day 2, we tracked 2 songs on the drums, and then what else did we do on day 2? Is that it? Did we just?
I think we just did drums.
We just did drums all day, and then Wednesday, that was one more drum track, and then we started on the guitars,
Dialed in some tones.
getting some tones. That was fun.
Yeah. I was listening to it from the other room. I was trying to jam a little bit and keep my chops warm, but
Yeah.
I mean, I knew what Tim Brown was after, so
Yeah, I was kind of like,
ultimate shred.
I'm just gonna get out of the way because Tim's got the special touch when it comes to guitar
fucking
stuff.
right,
He's
man.
like, oh, wow. Fiddle this knob and that kind of shit. Is that chicken on fire yet?
Hey, Jono, is the chicken on fire yet? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tim put chicken on and then went for a walk, trying to get the steps in, and left the chicken in the oven for us to figure out. So maybe it'll burn into a crisp. I don't know.
Burn the shitty Airbnb down. Sorry, Doug.
I hope he's not watching this. I'm sure he's not, but sorry, Doug. We didn't mean to shit all over your Airbnb property here. It is kind of nice in a
Yeah,
way,
it's
in its
awesome.
own way. There's like the whole basement is unfinished, but it's like, would you call that unfinished?
Yeah, it's unfinished.
Yeah. I guess finished would be like there's plywood on the wall or drywall on the walls and shit.
There was evidently a massive water damage restoration. You could just like see it everywhere.
Yeah, this place is teeming with mold. Hopefully not.
No, it's dog hair.
Just dog
Lots
hair.
of dog hair.
But anyways, the basement's like wide open, so that's like a perfect place to go like practice some vocals.
Play hockey.
Yeah.
Get a couple nets down there and slap the biscuit around. Let's go.
It would be fun. Doug comes back and he's just like, the fuck are all these marks all over the walls in the basement?
Could get tennis balls.
Yeah. I mean, it's still leave a mark. The way I shoot them, buddy? Come on. Burn a hole right through the wall.
First shots, total muffin. Just,
I'd
hold you to that.
I hit the ball on the top and it rolls over. The stick rolls over the ball. It's like, oh fuck.
yeah,
Yeah.
good vibes, man.
Yeah, it's been
Was
pretty fun.
day 3? Oh yeah, we got off track.
So day 3, we got into guitar tones. Tim immediately was like, we're not using the JCM 800. He was like, no Marshalls.
adamant.
And then, I mean, I don't want to give this secret sauce away because maybe this is going to be a legendary guitar tone. And I don't want, I'd rather people be confused and not know what it is. But let's just say maybe it's a Marshall.
Might be a Marshall.
Might be a Marshall. I don't know. Marshalls are good. I've never used one really.
You know how to EQ them?
Yeah.
Like really,
You need, like,
drive
a
that
boost.
power amp section.
Yeah, you need, like, a
super
boost.
hard with like a boost in front of it. Sounds great.
Yeah. Yeah. So day 4, that was Thursday. What do we do on Thursday? More guitar.
Tim finished up, right?
Yeah, we did more guitars. More guitars.
edited a little bit.
No editing on this album.
And I tracked. Yeah, I tracked Thursday.
Yeah.
Tracked my first striker tune on Thursday. That's pretty sick. That was like a huge
Sounds great.
accomplishment.
Shredding.
Yeah.
And then Friday, in the morning, we worked on the intro to the one song, which sounds insane. That's like our very like Lorna Shore moment on the album, I think, is going to be that intro where it's just like, holy fuck, this sounds insane. It's funny because like I did like the original intro idea with like whatever shit that I have on my Pro Tools and like synths and stuff like that. And then Josh has like all this like really high end sounding like cool VSTs and stuff like that. So it was like looking at like a child's drawing and then seeing like a fucking finished piece of art. I was like, damn, dude.
I've never heard, like, when he played back that song that I recorded, like, I'd never heard my guitar tone like that. Like, I was blown away with how clear and crisp and like everything just like
It sounds great.
snapped. Like, I couldn't believe it, man. It's insane. I'm excited to
His
show
studio
everybody
sounds
what
great.
we're working on.
It's also pretty like no frills. There isn't like a crazy amount of gear, but like, man, the drums sound insane. Maybe it's all hidden away. Maybe he's being sneaky.
There's like another room.
There's like
full of
another room
stuff.
of shit. Everything's running through it. I don't think so, but it's like, it's just funny because it's like, I think when we recorded with Michael Wagner, like, man, he had so much fucking gear. Like, he had the whole, you got like the desk or the bench kind of thing behind the, like the consoles here, and then behind you there's this thing, these racks full of gear. So there's like 4 full racks with like hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of gear probably. And then in the wall, he also had like this insane guitar rig. So a couple different like guitar amps. You can find pictures of it online. Michael Wagner studio. And then like all these amp module things, like just an insane wall of stuff. And like was sick. But then fucking you go into Josh, it's like sounds so good. And he's just like, yeah, I'm not using any of that bullshit.
Yeah, his approach is very like, I'm not gonna say minimalist. It's just like he likes using Reaper, for instance. You know, like
Reaper EQs,
right? And so I think he posted about it somewhere. Like he likes being able to make really good sounds by like obviously how everything's set up and dialed in, like get good tones to work with, but just, you know, even just some old school preamps that like are well known and it just sounds amazing if you use it right.
yeah,
You know, it's, and plus obviously his personal touch on it and how he routes things, and
yeah,
you know, it just works.
John was working his way in there, stealing all the
John
all
was-
the. Do you mind if I ask you how much compression you're putting on the snare drum? Josh is like, yeah, I guess. Like, nah, he's been really cool about it, but it's just funny. Hey, how did you pull that rabbit out of that hat? I guess I'll tell you.
Roasted.
But yeah, it's funny. Like, I don't know. I mean, like, because we're sort of all like audio guys a little bit, especially like me, Pete, and Jono, Tim to a degree too. Like working with Pro Tools and stuff, it is fun to sort of pick his brain about like certain things because he's just like been doing it for a long time, and like everything he does sounds great. So why not steal some ideas?
Yeah, and I
Borrow.
think for any musician out there, you know, who's maybe not worked at a bigger studio or gone away to like another studio, it could be a pretty awesome experience for you. And you know, this is my first time going through it, and I've been in bands for decades now, and yeah, it's just like a different vibe when you leave home as opposed to like getting off work and going in the studio and tracking at night. You know, like a lot of us used to do it. It's like,
Yeah, that's
this is our job for the next 5 weeks,
Yeah.
and that's like amazing.
I mean, we're truly blessed to have this opportunity.
Yeah, it's insane.
But yeah, it does change the vibe a lot. Like there's way less. I mean, that's what we did for the last album, was like people just came over when they could, and we record as much as we can, like in the evenings and weekends and shit like that. So it's a lot nicer just to be like, man, whatever. What do I have to do today? Go to the studio and listen to guitar tones for 8 hours and then come home and then drink a couple beers, watch a hockey game, and go to bed? Like,
it's a horrible day.
tough day.
Yeah, tough life out here.
Yeah. And then Josh is always asking, he's like, what are you guys doing tonight? And I'm like, ashamed to tell him. I'm just like, just like literally sitting on the couch until
Burning
I fall
my
asleep.
hand on the fucking pan because there's no oven mitt in the Airbnb. That's what I'm doing tonight. Curtains.
Abs by April is still in effect.
For some of us.
We're starving ourselves out here. Let me tell you. And it's easy to, it's easy.
I won't sewer you.
What do you mean?
Well, I was a
I guess
couple
popcorn, diet popcorn, dude.
fucking Guinness went down last night.
Oh yeah, it's a weekend.
All right, yeah.
Today's our day off. It's Saturday,
yeah,
so
cheat day was
we're
yesterday.
working. We started on Monday, but the schedule is Sunday to Friday, so we have Saturdays off, and then we're probably gonna go eat barbecue or something like that later.
So yeah, abs by April.
You know, you can't. I mean, Got to enjoy yourself sometimes.
I've been doing all right this week. Yeah,
Boiled
so
chicken.
we've been on a fitness quest, we'll call it. Me, Dan, Sager, Adam, and
Fucking double birds. But hey, grab me a Bud Light, dude. Please.
yeah, likewise.
Couple BLs, please.
Yeah. So yeah, we're all trying to, improve our fitness, and we have a goal set for the end of April. Hey, John, hurry up with that beer.
One for you.
Oh, roasted. Thanks, bud.
Damn.
Thanks, bud.
Pete spilled beer on my laptop this morning too. That was funny. But it's not.
He launched
No
the
problem.
salmon catapult the other day, too.
It's my own fault for leaving my fucking beer cans all over the table, anyways. So can't really blame. Trying to clean up, and I left my laptop and all my fucking all my empty cans of Guinness.
Tried to clean up, but there wasn't even a dish rag at the Airbnb.
Goddamn,
There's a vacant
fucking
house with a
Airbnb.
couch in it. Let's go.
Oh, and the fucking floor in the kitchen is crazy.
Yeah, it's
I feel like someone's gonna fall through the floor in the kitchen.
asbestos flooring under the laminate. You can see it. Curtains.
I mean, maybe. What else of event has happened here? Friday. I mean, I went for a walk today. That was pretty crazy. Wow, it's kind of nice. There's like a nice walking trail out here. You can, go for a walk. After sitting in the van for like 7 days, like on my, or the van and then the studio. So it's like you go to the studio and sit around the whole time while someone else does shit. And then like, I don't know, on my iPhone, it shows like, there's like this movement ring thing that closes when you get enough steps. And like, I maybe did like 1/16 of the circle, like for the last 6 days or something like that. And then it was like, I did one walk and it like congratulated me. It was like, wow,
yeah.
way to go. Like,
Yeah.
way to not be a piece of shit.
Yeah, that's
thanks, iPhone.
the hard part. I don't think. I mean, obviously, other touring bands know, but just like fans at home that haven't toured, like show mostly the glory about it, or the glory of it all on stage. But we're not. There's like the 4-day drive to Pensacola to start your tour, from northern Canada, and those like wears on you.
Yeah, dude.
You don't show any of
Long
that.
drives,
Fucking
yeah.
eating onion rings at the gas station for like 6th day in a row.
Eating the world's worst
Oh, God.
A&W.
Except at Buggies.
When you walk into the A&W and the guy who's there is like 15 minutes away from closing, but it's the only place it's open. So we have to walk in there. Like this was where was that? That was when we went to Winnipeg, play that one show. And we were just like, man, we need to get some food. And the dude was just like so mad. You could just tell as soon as we came in, and we ordered like all this shit. And he's like, I can't make that. Like we're out of that. We're like, you're fucking out of it? What? Like, no, I'm not making that special burger. You can have this fucking shitty burger. I don't know.
Yeah, you've been getting after it though. 2 walks in a row. I mean,
Oh yeah,
gotta
buddy.
start somewhere. We're rubbing off on Tim too. Tim's like,
Tim went for a little walkie
Yeah.
poo there. Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
abs by April.
Yeah. It's not very long. It's not very far away.
I've been doing pretty
And
good.
I don't
man.
have abs yet, so we'll see.
Just I'm gonna be so sick of chicken, vegetables,
Yeah.
rice. Like, oh my god.
Yeah. I've been eating the rice and tuna and I'm making some wraps. They got the good like low calorie shit here. They have some stuff that here that they don't have in
Yeah.
Canada.
As long as I look like Phil Collin on stage here next year or
Nice.
two, I'll be
You
happy.
gotta go vegan.
He's my goal now. Like
I think he's a vegan.
dude's like 70 something and just like crushes out push-ups and
Yeah, he's pretty jacked.
still steal all the babes. And he shreds and bag of vocals.
Shred.
Shred.
Although Def Leppard sucked the last time I saw them. Someone was commenting that too. They were asking if we had ever seen or if we liked Styx. And my response was, I watched Styx like blow fucking Def Leppard off the stage in Edmonton. They played first and then Def Leppard played after them and like they just stunk. Maybe it was a bad show, but I was like, fuck, man.
I saw Def Leppard, Kiss, and Cobra and the Lotus, Yasho like got us
Oh, yeah.
backstage passes,
Nice.
and Def Leppard absolutely like crushed. Like the harmonies, the vocal harmonies.
Oh shit!
amazing.
Yeah. Must have been a bad show. I saw.
And then
them.
Kiss went on. It was like fucking karaoke.
Is it even the same guys? I always wondered that. Like, did they just have body doubles now? To just go up there and lip sync
It's
the whole fucking
entirely
thing?
possible, right? Like you could do that.
You do the first and last show, the real guys, and then get the pictures done, and then
Some obscure lighting and just a little bit distant. No photo.
is that
no photo
Gene
passes.
Simmons? I don't know.
It was crazy though, because we were like hanging out backstage at that shows in Toronto and eating like catering that said like Def Leppard on it. We had like full permission to just go back there, and it was like all access, AAA pass. Like it was amazing experience. And then I guess Kiss like either helicoptered in there or whatever happens, and fucking bomb squad walked them in there or something. Like
Rock stars.
as soon as they got there, like the pass was no longer valid.
Oh
Like,
really?
all access AAA.
And they're like, no.
And then yeah,
Kiss just
like,
showed
it was
up.
like
Get
an
the
hour
fuck
before
out.
their show or something. Yeah, like totally.
Oh, wow.
Like ushered out of there. Everybody, even the opening bands.
That's
So
crazy.
that was kind of interesting.
Big dogs. Here come the big dogs.
Yeah, no doubt.
Get out of the fucking the way.
Pretty much, eh? Yeah, Vivian Campbell was apparently flying back to Vegas or somewhere out west in the States after the shows because he was going through cancer treatment. So he'd play the gig and
Damn.
like private jet back to wherever, get treatment for a couple days, come like and just fly in and out to the next gig.
That's brutal. Man, that'd take a lot out of you.
I mean, on a
Holy
PJ
shit.
with a bed and shit, you could do
I
it.
guess, yes.
Fucking
On a private jet,
Private
everything's
medical,
easier.
Private, like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, yeah, with the PJ.
Had to fly to Cancun to get my fucking treatment done. Well, I guess probably not Cancun, Hawaii. Then you still get American medical.
You ever been to Hawaii?
Yeah,
It's
I've been to
sick.
Maui.
Yeah, me too.
Maui's fucking rad.
Yeah, it's sick.
Saw some sea turtles. Snorkeling.
The snorkeling there is so good, man.
Yeah, it's
so
cool.
good.
We saw shark though, like way down. Like we were in like this bay area, and it was pretty deep, and you could see down like pretty far, and there was like shark tail under the coral or under the whatever the rock, and like shark tail going swinging around.
Like a
and
big
we were
one?
like, nah, it was like a small one,
Oh, okay.
but small like. Not a great white shark, but like a fucking, I don't know, like a 3 foot long, maybe 4 foot long shark or something.
I couldn't imagine because I get reckless when I go snorkeling. Like, I'm just like out in the deep. I've always been a pretty good swimmer, good cardio. So I just like go, especially if I've got fins on. And then there's been some times where I'm out in some like ugly, like deep water and you like can't see the bottom anymore. And like you could just get like snatched up, like someone would just grab you.
Some grouper fish or whatever,
Yeah,
those giant ones. Just
Yeah, man, it's terrifying.
I thought I saw a thing that was like a guy who got swallowed by a whale.
And it like spat him out or something.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy. I got to read that article.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah, nuts.
Pinocchio shit, dude, or whatever. Is it Pinocchio? Who gets swallowed by the whale?
Geppetto.
Geppetto. But that's fucking from
Yeah.
Pinocchio. Okay, yeah. Classic.
Thanks, Pete.
Pete's got the knowledge. Yeah. I don't know. That's fucking crazy. Can you imagine that? How many people have been swallowed and killed by whales? Probably not very
Good
many.
question. I bet you killer whales, maybe.
Well, yeah. But I mean, a killer whale. No, a killer whale.
Just look like a seal floating up there.
Well, yeah, but they'd probably
your Bud Light,
they'd
your life jacket.
Gosh. Yeah, dude. I have seen that. Like, there was that one killer whale that was like in captivity, like at the SeaWorld or whatever, that just like grabbed the trainer and like pinned her to the bottom, drowned her.
We went swim with the dolphins in Jamaica. I think it was Jamaica, and like one of them like slapped me pretty hard with his tail. It was just like, you know, a fucking dolphin. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like arm's length, and that fucking hurt. It felt like getting punched by Mike Tyson. It's like it's just like a rubber boot full of like solid meat is what it felt like. You just get fucking whapped by it. Like, imagine a shark. Like, they're so strong. Just come and like,
Dude, it's like, yeah,
bite
it's
you
just
in
like a
half.
swimming muscle. It's like even my dog can pull so fucking hard and like isn't even trying that like crazy, but like just I can only imagine like fucking 8-foot long shark full of muscle just
Fucking chows on you.
chomping you in half.
It goes back to drinking Bud Lights after.
Chilling. Yeah, I don't know. Like snorkeling is like a lot of fun. We did a little bit of snorkeling out. We went to Costa Rica too, and for a wedding. And then the wedding, the bride and groom had paid for this sort of excursion thing where we all get on this boat, and it went like sort of around the thing. What do you call that? Around the land. I don't fucking know. To like this private beach. And then they like kind of docked there, and they were like making drinks the whole time. And then it's like you had to get a bit of a buzz going, and you're like, I guess I'm going snorkeling now. And you jump in the water.
So
fun. Yeah, that was sick. And I get seasick too, and I didn't get seasick on that boat. I do not have sea legs.
We went on a boat in the Canary Islands in December, and like everyone on it got seasick. All the kids and everything. Like
it sucks.
I was fine.
I got seasick on a whale watching thing in Maui, and like went with my parents, and I got seasick, and it was like, imagine almost throwing up for like a half hour. It sucks. It's like I wasn't going to throw up, but it felt like I was about to for like a half hour.
That's shitty. Like the worst feeling.
Yeah.
Salivating and like
yeah. And I was like down in the thing, like waiting to throw up, and it just never happened. And I was just like, well, this was terrible. What the fuck? My parents, they're like, they saw, it was like, they were like, this is one of the best outings we've had in like a few years. It was like, they were right, like whales right beside, and I'm like in the fucking toilet, like some like 14-year-old kid just like, oh, fucking sick. It sucked ass.
you were 14 though.
Yeah.
Young.
Whatever. Yeah.
You'd probably be fine now. Should we go salmon fishing for abs by April or what? Just head out in a boat and
maybe
chuck them on my barbecue after.
That'd be fun. I'm still not totally sure. I have like PTSD from that. Like I don't want to go on boats.
Crazy.
Like I like going on boats. I think it's like really choppy ocean waves that fuck me up. But I've been
it's crazy, man.
Sea doing on like
for my dad's
waves,
60th, I got him like I think it was like salmon fishing, and then like let's go see if we can find whales, and we would head out in the strait, like Georgia Strait or where was that? Like Juan de Fuca Strait. And we went out there in like a gale force wind. There was like an impending storm, and the guy was like, "Yeah, we can go out there." Like I've been out there fishing in it. No, like but he's like, in all honesty, it's gonna be pretty choppy, and like he tried to like de-escalate it a little bit, and like, you know, we'll go another time. And I was sort of like, no, let's fucking go. Like, and we went out there, and it like I've never been in waves like that. Like the waves were so big. Like he had a pretty big fishing boat, like solid, like stainless steel fishing boat. It was awesome. Like, it was like amazing boat, so it could handle it. But when you go up one of those big waves, like you can look like directly behind you, and it's almost like you're looking down, like at the water. If the water's not like level with you, you're like pointed up. Yeah. And like if you just lost your footing or like stepped out of the seat, you would actually roll out of the boat and like into the fucking water. It was like nasty.
That's fucking scary.
Yeah,
dude.
I didn't even realize how gross the ocean can get. And that wasn't even like a terribly bad day. The fact that he even considered going out there.
You weren't even like crab fishing in Alaska or whatever. That they insane, go out, man. And like it's fucking
ocean's wild.
What's that movie? The one where they're like in the fishing boat and it's like
Jaws?
No, it's like they has like on the cover they're like there's like some huge storm they got in, and like
it's like
like they went up this enormous wave.
I know which movie you're talking about.
Fucking movie's called. I'm gonna just do a little research here.
Curtains so from my knee. Oh man, old. Spent too much of my life with that fucking foot up on the monitor.
Let's see if I can find it here. I want to say it's not Deep Blue Sea, but
The Perfect Storm.
Perfect Storm. That's the one. Yeah, like, because isn't the cover something like some big ass wave? Yeah. These guys going up. Wahlberg's in that. Mark Wahlberg and George Clooney. Oh shit! Might have to rewatch that.
After the Oilers game.
Yeah. I thought we were going out for barbecue. Are we ordering Taco Bell in?
Abs by April. Apparently the world's greatest Taco Bell's here.
Yeah, Josh said that it was voted the one. It was like in the mall here got voted number 1 in America, which is like we have to eat that.
How do they gauge that? It's like identical ingredients from the same distributor.
Dude, I think it's funny that most of their shit comes out of a caulking gun. It's just like a big, it's like whatever kind of sauce. Like it's
Can't
like the
be good
sour
for you.
cream and the cheese. Just like
Can't be good for you.
I watched a video of a guy who ate Taco Bell for 30 days and lost weight because he was just counting calories, and he ate it for
How are his other markers?
They were all good.
Really?
They all went up. Like it was all like everything. Well, they didn't go up, but they like everything was better at the end of the 30 days from eating Taco Bell.
What the hell?
Just some guy on YouTube, and he's like, because he went and he got the
That doesn't make I'm biased, but yeah.
yeah. I don't know, because it's like I guess they're, and he after that he reached out to like the lady in charge of the menu, like for all Taco Bell, and like got on a call with her, and she was like, yeah, we're like actually trying to move our ingredients to be more healthy, and like because it's like my assumption is always that fast food companies do not care about your health, and they want you to just eat as much as you can and then
the
die.
sludge and die.
Yeah.
Give us
But I mean, maybe
record
not.
profits.
Maybe there's good people working there, and then they're just like, you know what? Why don't Taco Bell's feeding like fucking probably like 10% of Americans every day. So it's
They
like,
just
let's fucking
shut down their lousy fucking restaurant and like put a bunch of espresso veneer in it and fucking reopen it, and like now it's fancy Taco Bell
Yeah.
or whatever. Like
That's like all the McDonald's got rebranded from the fucking when it used to be cool. It used to be like clown shit, and you go in there and like like the fucking metal seats with the round. Yeah. It was like,
and they got rid of all of that.
now it's all fucking modern and dumb.
Looks like every burger joint you've ever been.
And there used to be an old Taco Bell right by my work, and it closed before they renovated it. So it was like old school the whole time. It was great. It's like that blue and that like teal and light green everywhere.
Yeah.
It's really funny. I miss those days.
White Castle.
No.
Don't like it?
There's no White Castle in Edmonton.
No, I mean on tour.
On tour? I think we had a couple times. It's kind of whatever.
Yeah, it was kind of a cool experience. I don't know. Like, I don't know if the food was like amazing, the tiny hamburger, it's all bread, but like
Yeah.
the milkshake was decent.
Oh, I never had a milkshake.
Whatever bag
That'd fuck me
milkshake
up.
that was pretty good.
I'd die. I'd be on the toilet. Too
Yeah, I
much.
don't remember the next day.
Yeah. I remember we went to the White Castle in, I think, when we played in Chicago at Reggie's, and then someone was like, "Oh yeah, that White Castle. Last week, someone got shot outside of it," and I was like, "Damn." It's like, all right. Well, we didn't have any problems, so that's good. Just crazy shit. When Tim went for that fucking pizza, you weren't there for that one. Fuck. So Tim. One of the first times we went to Chicago, we went to the Giordano's pizza place, which is like the Chicago deep dish, like the one. And it was like so fucking good. And then we were like, okay, we're going back to Chicago on a different tour. And Tim was like, okay, I'm gonna go to Giordano's, like regardless. He's like, I'm gonna find a way. The rest of us were like, nah, fuck it, we don't want to go. And he's like, there's one by the venue, I'm going. And we get there, it's like pouring rain. the rain is coming into the venue and dripping all over everything. It's like it's a fucking monsoon. And Tim's like, I'm going. he walks like the direction that they told us not to go. Because they're like, this is Chicago. Maybe don't go that way. Just this way's fine. That way could be trouble. He's like, fuck it, I'm going. Walks through in the rain to get like a personal pizza, and then brought it back and ate it backstage. Didn't share. I
share.
I looked over and was like, hey, I was like, give me one of those pieces. And he's like, fuck no, dude. Like, literally risked my life and got soaked.
He covets his pizza.
The pizza was it is good. It made me sweat, made me rethink everything.
I think the happiest I've ever seen Tim was when he was like semi passed out on the fucking boxes, like out by the fucking merch tent after we lost his glasses, like on his birthday.
Oh yeah.
And he's like just like sitting there in this pile, like he fell into it. He just stayed there and started eating pizza. He like fell into like a pile of boxes and just lay there eating pizza.
What
like
a
the
birthday.
happiest look on his face.
What a birthday.
Yeah, hey.
Planet Walking. Yeah. That was so fucking funny. I remember it was so funny when he was like, we were partying all night, and then we're like, where's Tim? And I didn't realize that he was just like lying on the bench behind us the whole time, and he's just dead. It's pretty funny. Shredding.
Should we talk about the studios?
Oh yeah, I guess we could. What else? There's like a second like control room that's pretty handy. We got like a little jams thing set up there so everybody can work on ideas and stuff.
The most forgiving guitar tone on the planet.
Yeah, it's like digital with the gain at 100. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, there's Street Fighter 2.
Oh yeah, he's got the Josh is like a big arcade guy, I think. I think he's like big into like pinball machines.
Yeah.
I don't know if he like has a collection or something.
I think he does.
Yeah, that's the impression I got from his like Instagram. I was like, ooh, he might have some fucking pinball machines hanging around somewhere.
Yeah.
He's got the one Street Fighter down there.
That's awesome.
It's fucking hard as shit. I suck.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
pretty
not
good
very
actually.
I do okay at it. I can't
watched
remember
you
the
beat
combo.
Tim's ass. I watched you beat his ass.
That's true. I think you beat me though, didn't you?
Yeah, probably.
Dan came in, threw down overhand.
Chung
right.
Lee threw the thick thighs
Spinning
around.
side kick. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Such a good game.
Oh, what else do we got going on here, man? I mean, I feel like we've just been like sitting around so much.
Yeah, it's been pretty much
waiting.
routine. Get up, we can make breakfast, hang out for a bit, go to the studio,
Yeah.
put in 8 hours.
Thank
come back.
fuck we have 2 bathrooms in here. That'd be a disaster. I mean, that's what it's like at every hotel we ever stay at, but it's so nice that there's 2.
Yeah.
You can just do whatever.
Yeah, if you got to piss real bad,
Yeah.
good.
So if you come down to Michigan, make sure you stay here.
This town's pretty nice. Like, no complaints.
Midland, yeah, it is cool.
Got the river out here. There's
On my walk this morning, everyone waved and said hello as I passed.
good American
And
values.
I looked at the ground and went, I'm fucking metal. Don't talk to me, dude. Nah, I waved. What I did was I did the white guy smile.
Give 'em-
And nod. I go, and then I look at the ground. I'm like,
so true.
dude, it's crazy.
I try not to even look at people now when I'm running.
I
I
feel
just like
dude, on that walking on that trail, like
man.
I feel so awkward. If I'm like within 20 feet of someone, I'm feeling the awkwardness of like, okay, here we go. I'm walking up to this person. I'm gonna need to do the white guy smile, nod, and go. And then occasionally they'll say something, and I'll be like, "Oh, some awkward bullshit." I have my headphones in, right? I'm listening to shit.
thing is they're probably feeling the same thing. It's like,
Of course.
fuck, people are terrified. It's 2023.
They see me coming. They're
The
probably
world's
like,
scary. This
"The
guy's
fuck is this guy gonna stab me?"
a fucking murderer.
Yeah. I just assume.
I'm sure everybody feels that.
Yeah. Comment down below if you feel awkward ever in life. All the time. Yeah. Yeah, what else we got going on? Fucking drinking lots of coffee. Fucking
Watching the Oilers kick ass.
Oh yeah, Oilers going crazy right now. Fucking sick.
Got some arrangements to work on.
Yeah, we might need to pull one of the other guys. A couple of the other fucking
Yeah, I
fellas.
can get the fuck off here.
I'm on every one of these fucking podcasts, so I might have to swap out with some of these other motherfuckers. You know,
Things
what I'm
get a
saying?
lot funnier when Pete's in town.
Yeah, it's true.
Pete, Jono's. What are you doing?
What the fuck are you saying? Oh, you can't talk?
Yeah,
Someone tap
he's
in.
got Josh's headphones on, working on his mix.
Pete's cooming. Get Tim in here.
We're tapping out.
Yeah, we're gonna tap out. You gotta get a little action from Sweet Pea, who beats his meat on the street to the beat. I'm working on an elaborate.
Street pizza meat, skis on the sleet.
She's on the sleet. Skirts on
Sweet
the
Pete hanging on the street.
skirts on the
Beats
dirt.
meat, blows on the concrete. I mean, hey,
Skirts the dirt.
skirting the dirt. What's crapping, everybody?
How's your studio experience so far?
Well, I've been working hard, tracking lots of music, just going out there trying to give it my best. No, actually, I haven't done really anything. No, I've been sitting there, just telling these guys all the stuff they're doing wrong, and and then they're like, "Fuck you, Pete. Go back to that other room." And no, I'm just kidding. It's cool. I sit in the second room Dan was just talking about, and I'm sitting there working on bass. Bass tracks, just practicing the
Slapping
new
the bass.
songs. Yeah, just trying to come up with what I think is going to fit best in the mix and whatnot. And then I'll go back to the main control room and hang out and see what the progress is, see what's going on. Tim did some guitar tracking the other day that was pretty bang on. Some super sick riffs and licks coming your way, guys.
He's been fucking.
Simon would pounded out a couple of tracks too. Yeah, man, it's been good so far. I'm really excited. We're gonna track some bass tomorrow, so get the boom in there. I'll be a boomer.
Yeah, and
finally.
we're gonna start talking, spilling the beans about our. Josh is so we're like a traditional heavy metal band. Maybe you could call us bit hair metal, bit power metal, bit traditional metal. Like a little bit of everything there. But what we're definitely not is a death metal band.
We're not a death metal band
or a metalcore band. Yeah. But Josh is a metalcore, deathcore, death metal
guy,
producer.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be an interesting outcome
Hell
by the
yeah.
end of this. I mean that's what we wanted too, right? Like
For sure.
We wanted to try something different, like see what it's like for us to put our music through that lens of some more modern brutality.
Yeah, we'll try something crazy, right?
So far,
we
sick.
like death metal. We listen to death metal in the van all the time.
Yeah.
We listen to all kinds of crazy shit. Like, I mean, for me personally, if it's like anything based out of rock, metal, punk, any of that shit, I probably have at least a little bit of interest in it. I mean,
if it's got guitars and bass and drums, it's probably pretty good.
Yeah, man. Bit of attitude,
I guess country music falls under that.
I suppose it does. I don't listen to a lot of country though. I guess there's some classics that I had growing up that got some nostalgia for me.
I think when people shit on country music, it's usually like the modern commercial version of country. And I'm sure there's plenty of fucking renegade country that's still pretty cool, like Old West type shit.
Yeah, could be
Gunslingers. Maybe that
I do like that
cool.
that Wheeler Walker Jr. guy though.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Because that's comedy too, right?
Yeah.
He's basically the Steel Panther of country music. So it's like really well made, written and produced country music. Yeah. Like it's really good music. It's very well made, but all the lyrics are just dirty jokes. It's great.
It's funny because that's like there'll be the odd time when I want to share something with someone. It'll be usually someone's parents or my parents or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is funny. I remember it being funny. I don't remember the exact details of what's in the content of the song or the show or whatever. And then I'll be like, here, you should listen to this. It's funny. And then it's playing. And then I'm going forward in my head. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot that he says this in those lyrics, and I was like, oh, my fucking parents are gonna hate that. I was like, oh,
I forgot that I
forgot
have a much edgier sense of humor than my folks do.
yeah, it happened to me too. Like I put like I was hanging out with my parents, and I put on like a comedy special that I thought was really funny, and then it got to like some of the parts where I was like, oh shit, I forgot that this was in here, and this is like really fucking gross shit. It's like gross humor. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
It's
They
like
laughed
this-
about different things, I think, you know?
I mean, they thought it was funny, but it was just kind of like awkward. I was like, this doesn't represent me.
Yeah. I didn't think this part
Isn't that a
was
weird
funny.
thing when you're like, when you
Mom.
show someone something and you're like sort of like on the hook for like, this represents me
Yeah.
for this, just for this one song while we listen to it. It's like now, if you don't like it, that means that I'm dumb. Like
Maybe, yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's never the case, but it's just funny to feel like that.
I hear you.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah. I get excited about the stuff I like too, and I want to share it with people. I'm like, the things that make me happy in my life, I want to share them with the world, right?
Yep.
So I get excited and I'll be like, yo, man, you got to check out this crazy shit. And sometimes without thinking, oh, yeah, this person might not value this the same way I do.
This person doesn't want to hear this gutter humor from this country singer.
Exactly. You know. What are you going to do? We're only human.
Well, what the hell?
How long you guys been podding here for? I've been sitting over there fucking plugging away on my
we're closing
computer.
in on the end of the regular episode here.
Are we?
So then we'll
Damn,
probably
dude.
do a Patreon, maybe Tim Brown, maybe a
Can we
guest
do some
appearance by
Patreon?
the one and only Tim Brown.
No way.
What's he got to say? Who knows?
Oh my God.
Probably
you
a
know
lot.
What? I just went into the kitchen and I saw the one and only Tim Brown
The legend.
cutting vegetables.
Oh,
Dude.
we eating some veggies?
Yeah, I was a bit starstruck, I have to be honest. So, especially after that guitar performance in the studio the other day. Whoo!
Deadly. Shredding.
Yeah, it was heavy. Sick. Yeah, man. How are you? You stoked to sing on this shit? You just kind of been sitting there,
just
doing
chilling.
some directing.
I put that on my story. I was like, it's fun to be in the studio because it feels like I'm doing something even though I'm not doing anything.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah, but progression
work
is
is
being-
being
yeah,
done,
yeah.
but I don't have to do anything. So
Things
that's
are
great.
progressing.
Yeah, I'm stoked. I want to do good.
I can't wait to see you in that vocal booth ripping on these new tunes.
Yeah,
man.
it
It's
should
gonna
be
be
really
sick.
fun.
Yeah.
The last time we were in the studio was when we were in Sweden,
Ooh.
and I had blown my voice out on the tour we did.
Well, you got off tour and went straight into the studio.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Big mistake.
Yeah.
We were like,
I'm usually
we were
pretty
like,
haggard after
bands
tour for
do
a
that, And then it was funny because when we went on tour with Sonata Arctica in Sweden, the singer for I can't remember who he was. The new singer for Master Plan
Okay.
was there, and he said, he's like, yeah, it takes me like 6 months. He's like, I wouldn't book a recording thing for like 6 months after
After a tour. Yeah.
a tour because
Probably
it's
smart.
just so hard on your voice.
Yeah, it's takes. I mean, it's a bit rough on your body. I mean, you get back from like being in 9 or 10 different countries,
Yeah.
all this different bacteria, and your body's just like, what the fuck did you just do to
It's
me?
all frigged up.
Full of beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did not sing in the studio. Like I tried, and I was like, something is very wrong with my voice. I was like,
Oh,
it's
shit.
fucking fried. So we recorded everything in the studio, and then I had to send my vocal tracks. I had to record them at home like a month later.
A bit later. Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Took a long time.
What album was that?
That was City of Gold.
That was City of Gold. Oh shit.
I had to do all the vocals
Right.
at home.
Because after City of Gold, Stand in the Fire, self-titled, Play to Win, those were all recorded on your own
Yeah.
setup,
Yeah.
right? At
Yeah.
home, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then sent off, of course, to a
Get
pro
mixed. No,
to
I
mix
mixed
and
all
master.
those. I mixed all those.
Oh yeah. Henry
No,
might
yeah,
have
sent,
something to say about
sent
that.
those off to get mixed, but like, yeah, that was a bummer. So I'm excited to actually be able to record in the studio this time.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
because that was a missed opportunity. I mean, like, I always think like everything gets. I mean, even you can see it already. Like everybody's performances are getting like elevated by being in the studio, working with a producer. You know?
Absolutely. I think even just the environment too, being in there in smack dab, like immersed in the studio environment, and it being that itself just being a creative environment.
Yeah.
I think you play off it for sure. You kind of feel the atmosphere.
Yeah. So
this is where I should be creative.
Yeah. So I think this should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, man.
And then we were talking about like, he's like, "What do you like to drink?" And I was like, "Bud Light."
Bud Light.
But like, he's like, "You want any like herbal tea or anything?" I'm like, "Nah, not really. Probably just have a couple beers and fucking just send it."
I used to, when I was singing in studio in Japan all the time, I would often have I'd have a bottle of regular room temperature water, but I'd also have a cup of hot water, and I'd kind of switch between the two a bit, and it felt soothing. But I mean, that was just my own thing. But this one time, at this one studio job, and they brought me. The producer had just been to, I think it was Thailand and back, and he brought me this hot drink mixture, and it was made out of all kinds of weird herbs that and it had this crazy smell. It looked like tar. Like it was greenish black, like super dark greenish black. And it smelled crazy, like a mixture of like eucalyptus and mint and just like all these weird. If you've ever had like Chinese cough syrup,
I don't think so.
No, okay. It's kind of reminded me of that. But like, it had this crazy like. It wasn't, how sometimes you'll take those, those drinks that are supposed to open up your throat and your nasal passage, and they're kind of like menthol-y.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of that, but not overpowering. So just enough that it kind of like, and it was the craziest thing, man. I think I probably sang better that day than I've ever, like, it was unreal.
Damn, maybe I need to get some of that.
It was wild. And I was like, how do I get this? And they're like, I think you can only get it in Thailand. So I was like, well...
No wonder there's such good singers over there.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. How are we gonna get some of that shit? I mean, I guess we gotta go tour Thailand then.
Yeah, come back with a briefcase full of it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, it was this weird stuff, man. This herbal tar. It was thick too. Like it was kind of gross, but it made my throat and my voice feel so good.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, I need that. Yeah,
it was wild.
Yeah. I mean, I think I've tried other like stuff like teas and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's always just like, because I mean, none of it really touches your vocal cords, right?
Yeah,
so it's like,
So steaming would be better, really.
Yeah, the steaming is good. I found that on tour, like if my voice is feeling tired, the steam really helps because it just gets everything all fucking warmed up.
Yeah. Eucalyptus is supposed to be good in your steaming too. Like, I remember once I had to sing a gig but I had the flu, and I was steaming eucalyptus before. Like just some eucalyptus oil and boiling water.
Oh yeah,
and then you just inhale some of the vapor or whatever, right? And it helped. I think it definitely helped. Like it cleared up my passage. I wasn't so plugged sounding.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it. Is like if you can like clear it up, then you get more resonance and it tones better and all that shit. Yeah,
it's like if you have an acoustic guitar and it's full of boogers. It's probably not going to sound very good, right?
Yeah, it's acoustic guitar full of boogers.
Might be a cool, like selling factor. It's like, yeah, we got this guitar. It's full of slime. Check it out, dude.
Yo,
so crusty.
Slime is so hot right now on YouTube.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh fuck! I think that's from a few years ago.
Speaking of slime, I saw some wackiness on YouTube. I shared it to the group chat. I don't know if you guys out there have ever heard of Poopsie Slime Surprise before or not. But dude, when I was a kid, man, we didn't have toys like that. And I think if we did, our parents would not have bought them for us. If I was like, "Yo, mom, dad, buy me this toy," and they're like, "What is it?" It's a fucking unicorn that shits, and you play with its shit. They'd be like, "No fucking way!"
Very cool.
No, I'm not buying you that. And you'd be like, "Oh, mom." But now it's like, yeah, it was this big, and it was a high budget commercial for this toy, like the CGI 3D animation, crazy colors for this shitting horse toy.
Damn.
Basically. Like it's so weird, man. So I don't know, man. If anybody out there have kids, is that a popular toy? Like, do your kids
love playing with shit?
Like playing with like poo themed toys? Because it's kind of crazy.
That's what you want to teach your kids, is that playing with poo is good. No, don't do that.
I don't know, man.
All right, we've made it. Anyway, we're gonna switch to the Patreon.
On that note, see you on the
Stay
Patreon.
tuned. Don't forget. sign up for our Patreon.